Hello, beautiful souls. Welcome to Artful Manifesting Pick a Card reading. In this reading, there is no particular topic. We will just see what the cards want to tell us. And incidentally, if there is a topic that you're interested in, please put it in the comments below so that I can keep that in mind for future readings. All right, this is a timeless reading, and the way that it works is you will choose one of these cards and then look in the description box below for your link. The first card we have is Princess Charming. And the stone that goes with this card is rhodonite. And the second card is Creative Cocooning. And the stone that accompanies this card is Angelite. And the third card is Soul's Journey. And the stone that goes with this reading is Picture Jasper. All right, so just use your intuition to select one of the links below. And if you're drawn to more than one reading, please feel free to listen to 2 or all of the readings, as they may all have a message for you. See you in a minute. Hello, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Princess Charming card, and down here it says, I take the horse by the reins and become my own Princess Charming, taking care of my own needs. Of course, this could be a Prince Charming just as well. This is a genderless reading. And you also chose the rhodonite stone, which is a stone of compassion. It clears away emotional wounds and activates the heart chakra. So we will see how those two energies play into the rest of your reading. Today I'm using the Ancestral Path Tarot. Already I filled this one, this one, this one, and this one. All right, let's see what tarot cards you have. Prince of Sacred Circles. Interesting. I just said that it could be princess or prince, and the first card is a prince. We also have Prince of Cups. Two princes. Very interesting. Let me just move some of this stuff out of the way. Sorry about that. And we have 9 of Cups. Sorry if you could hear my dogs. They just came inside. They're very playful right now. And 6 of Swords. All right, let's see what oracle cards you get from the Shamanic medicine deck. I feel like these 2 want to come. Is there 2? Yes. Also this one and this one. All right, we have Medicine Wheel, Continuation, Stone People, Knowing, Tree People, Sustenance, and Shaman, Completion. All right, I'm going to take just a moment, see if I can get some quiet for us and meditate on the meaning of these cards. Okay, the dogs were going a little bit crazy, making a lot of noise, but when things like that happen in the environment during a reading, I take that into account and try to understand how that plays into the rest of the reading. What is the meaning? And I think I understand what that is, but let's look at your cards and then I'll share with you how that interruption was part of what we're looking at. So I think your reading is a lot about balance. We have, again, I mentioned the prince and the princess, which to me is a balance of male and female energy. And this doesn't have anything to do with gender. It's about balancing what you need to create. So when we create, we're using both the left hemisphere and the right hemisphere of our brains, the yin and the yang, the male and the female energy. You need both energies to birth something, to create something. And so what I see that you're working on right now is some sort of creative project. And the interesting thing too is that we have all of these circles in these cards. There's so many circles, and it's in this deck, the Knight of Pentacles is actually called the Prince of Sacred Circles. And then we have this medicine wheel, which is a sacred circle. And so there's this message of creating a sacred space. So for some of you, that is, in real terms, an actual sacred space for yourself, where you are dealing with the depths of self and spirituality and healing. And in a way, that message is for everyone. It's just that it's expressed in different ways. And what I mean by that is, let's say you are a musician and you're working on recording a song. You need to have that sacred space. You need to have that solace, that quiet. You need to seal yourself off in your studio or wherever you're recording, so that you can only record what it is you mean to record without any external noise, which is exactly what was happening with the dogs as I was pulling all of these cards. And so that's a message. Some of you may actually be musicians. Another example would be an artist. When an artist is creative, they need to be alone with their creative ideas, and they need to have that sacred space to create without outside influence. So as they're painting their picture, for example, they have already conceived their vision. And then all they need to do is just work on manifesting and bringing that vision to fruition. And it's difficult to do that if you have somebody coming in asking questions. Are you going to do this? Is it going to look like that? It's disruptive to the energy, and it can sometimes steer the vision in a different direction. And so the artist needs that solace. So what I see is that you're working on something creative, and that you need to create that sacred space and honor your own creativity. The Prince of Cups is very much like Prince Charming. Look at him. He just looks like Prince Charming, right? And he's this knight in shining armor on a white horse. But that is you. Regardless of gender, that is you. You are becoming more self-reliant, and it's you and you alone that is creating this masterpiece, whatever this creative project is. It doesn't have to be music or art, although I feel for many of you it is something in the arts. It could also be writing, but it could be any creation in any form. And this cup is about this cup, this Prince of Cups, this card is about self-reliance and, you know, you saving yourself, just like this card said that I read at the beginning, that you are taking care of your own needs. You are the one that is providing for yourself, okay? And in order to do that, you just have to honor your own creativity. We also have stone people, knowing, tree people, sustenance, and shaman, contemplation. And it's amazing how all of these cards go together along with what your message is saying. So these circles have many meanings, and the circle has, since ancient times, been a symbol of something sacred. You know, it speaks of the self and self-actualization and knowing thyself. It speaks of the oneness with the universe and connection to everything, and how what we do ripples out and affects others. It speaks of cycles. So there's so much going on with all these circles. These circles have a lot of messages for you. And what I see is that whatever this creativity is that's coming forth out of you at this time, is that it was meant to be. It's in your blood and bones. It's just like, you know, when a spider weaves its web, it doesn't know how to weave that web because it watched its mother weave its web. It's in its DNA. It's encoded in its DNA. And you have this inner knowing, you have this gift, this talent, this knowledge that you have access to because of what your ancestors and those who came before you did. And you're now somehow connecting to that. You've always had it, but maybe you weren't tapping into it the way that you're tapping into it now. For some of you, it very much is a kind of shamanic practice. And the shaman is somebody who's learned to understand themselves. Originally, you know, the shaman was specific to one geographical area, but the word has come to describe people all over the world from different cultures as medicine people. And sometimes people misunderstand this term and think that it's about, you know, physical medicine. But the shaman is somebody who has mastered their own mental and emotional journey. And so they've healed deep emotional wounds, and through that they are medicine themselves, and they understand the energies of the universe, and they're able to use that knowledge and that vibration that they carry with them to help others heal themselves. And you see all these circles that are radiating out from the drum. So again, let's use the example, if you're a musician, then this music that you're working on, the vibrations are going to radiate out and have a healing effect on people who listen to it, whether or not you meet those people. So this is huge. This is a huge gift that you are using to create this masterpiece. And you have the support of your ancestors. You see in the background behind this shaman, we see this bird. It looks to me like a cardinal, but it could be a hawk. And there's a bear, and there's all these symbols. We have the spirals here and here. So it's talking about the connectedness to everything. So not only do you have the support of your ancestors, but you have the support of the universe. This is universal energy flowing through you, and you're the instrument that it is coming out of to give this gift to the world. And it could be the same thing for art. It could be this picture that you create, or a book that you write that just impacts people profoundly when they read it or when they look at your art. So whatever you create, it's going to be very joyful for you as you create it. We see here the 9 of Cups, and we see this person dancing, and in order to have her dress flared out like this, she must be spinning in circles. So again, we're brought back to those circles. And we go through different periods, ebbs and flows, as we cycle around in life, in the journey of life. And the part of the cycle that you're in right now is creation. So once you've created this, it's going to be also very successful for you. The 9 of Cups is like wishes coming true. It is a wonderful, beautiful card, and it's a card of celebration and rejoicing in your accomplishment, in your achievement, in attaining these goals. And once you've done that, then you will come to this place of balance, and you'll help to bring balance to others as a result of your creation. And again, you have the support of nature, you have the support of universal energies and your ancestors. And if you're not already creating this sacred space in some way, shape, or form, then you're being called to do that by this medicine wheel, the stone people, the tree people. These are all ancient beings and ancient practices. So going outside, spending time with trees, spending time with stones and crystals and great landscapes, and observing and just being part of it, and allowing yourself in a very real way to connect with those energies will also help to amplify your creativity and what you are giving to the world. What an amazing, amazing message. Whatever it is you're creating, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear it because it sounds really huge. Very, very beautiful. I love this for you. Thank you so much. That is your reading. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please like and subscribe. That helps me. It's an easy way to give back. Thank you. I hope you enjoy your creation, and I can't wait to hear about it. Bye. Welcome, pile number 2. You chose this creative cocooning card, which says, creative cocooning is a freedom I give myself. I create a safe nest for peace, healing, and calm. As well as the angel light stone, which, as you can guess with the name, is a stone that connects to the angelic realm. It's also a stone that facilitates inner peace and serenity. So we'll see how those energies fit into the rest of your message. I'm going to be drawing some cards from the Ancestral Path Tarot. So this one. This one. This one. I think this one. And let me take just a moment to cover this card a bit so that I am following YouTube guidelines. All right, I just noticed that I turned the cards over as I was placing them, and normally I place them down first and then turn them over, so that's interesting. I just kind of did that, so we'll see what that means. But we have Death, Four of Swords, Eight of Swords, and the Star. All right, let's draw some oracle cards. These are Shamanic medicine oracle cards. So we will see what messages we get from these, how they contribute to your overall reading. I did it again. That's so funny. Birds. All right. So we have rattle, disperse, north, solitude, birds, freedom, and sea creatures, immersion. All right, very interesting. Let me take a moment to meditate on what these cards together are saying to you. Okay, let me first say, if anybody here has recently experienced the loss of a loved one, my condolences, my heart goes out to you. And I see that you are entering a period of recovery from this loss. I know that this is a general reading, so that's not for everyone, but I do see that for a few of you, so I just wanted to say that. And for others of you, it could be the ending of a significant relationship. But for the majority of you, what I see is an opportunity, a choice to end something. So this could be a habit. It could be, you know, indulging in sugar or caffeine, something that you're consuming, or some other substance. It can also be what we consume through media. So limiting the media that we consume, or changing what we choose to consume in media. There's a real opportunity here for you to let go of something, and that's what this Death card is. It's about transformation. So for some of you, it's even a negative thought pattern, something that you believe about yourself, or an emotional pattern that you carry with you. So it could be in the form of guilt, shame, regret, anger, something that you keep repeating. You know, like maybe you're somebody that says, I'm sorry a lot, even though you didn't do anything wrong. It just keeps coming out because you're carrying this energy with you. And what I see is an opportunity for you to let go of that. And in either case, whether it's a food, a substance, a thought pattern, an energy, the way to achieve that is to, cocoon, to find solitude. You have North Solitude, which speaks of recovery and recuperation. We have the Creative Cocooning card, which speaks about giving yourself a safe space of healing and calm. So this is a time of healing. The reason that we have these habits of consumption, either overconsumption or choosing to consume things that aren't healthy for us, whether they're beliefs about ourselves or others, situations, or actual substances or media, is because we are trying to fill a hole, right? We're trying to heal something. And this solitude time, this opportunity, which we are at the end of the year, so this is a good time for this. Many people have time off for the holidays. It's a time for you to reflect. We see here in the Four of Swords, this mirror where somebody's reflecting. And what's interesting is we see one person standing here and there's the reflection, but then we see a smaller person here and they're glowing. So what that tells me is that if you reflect back on earlier times, for many of us it's, childhood, there's a wound that inner child has that you're carrying with you, and you're projecting that onto current situations. And so by taking time to reflect, meditate, take care of yourself, take care of your inner child, maybe go back and do some of the things that you loved to do as a child during this time. Do these things alone, because what's going to happen is you're going to have a revelation. Things are going to be revealed to you. And remember that I was revealing the cards early. So that's part of your message, is something is going to be revealed to you during this time of solitude, during this time of alone time, meditation, whatever works for you to connect to yourself, for you to allow yourself to be alone with your thoughts. Maybe write things out, maybe even do some kind of ritual to release those things, writing them on a piece of paper and then safely burning them, or tearing it up and flushing it down the toilet, whatever way that you can work through that and help yourself facilitate the release of that burden that you're carrying with yourself. The rattle talks about dispersing this negative energy. So I do see you being able to disperse this belief system, this habit. It's all connected. We are whole beings, mind, body, and spirit. So if we have emotional wounds, many times the symptoms take form in the physical world, like addictions, and again, it could be you could be addicted to sugar or Instagram, social media, or, thoughts, patterns, beliefs about yourself. So you have an opportunity to change this by dispersing it. And I just realized that I didn't clear the space with the shamanic stones, but I feel like that happened for a reason, so that I could do this now over your cards and connect to you. And I see here, since we have this inner child here, I want to tell you a little bit about these shamanic stones, and I'm going to place this on the inner child. These shamanic stones, you know, will come in pairs. And one is female energy, one is male energy. And they can represent the positive mother and father influences on you. And you can also find sometimes a smaller stone that is the child. So this is the internal family that we all carry with us. Yes, we have a biological mother and father, but we also, inside of us, have aspects that we have integrated into ourselves. You know, we nurture ourselves, we parent ourselves, we protect ourselves from other things. We have an inner child. All of those family dynamics are found within each human being. And so I'm placing this inner child on your inner child of the Four of Swords. I'm connecting to your energy. And if you hear my dogs barking, you know what? I think that's great, because I feel like they are also shouting and adding their vocalizations to disrupt the energy patterns. So these vibrations are traversing time and space, reaching out to you. Just like the rattle, to disperse whatever this is that you feel is trapping you. Okay, so hopefully that helps. I believe it will. I had the assistance of the dogs. That's so interesting how that happens. I see that this is going to clear away, because here we have the Eight of Swords, and it looks like she's, you know, trapped. The swords are vertical, like bars on a jail, but she could easily just lift these swords and get out, right? And you see the way that this fan is covering her face, like she just lowered it, which again tells me something is going to be revealed. And we see the sun shining through on her, illuminating something. So in this time of solitude, as you go in and connect with your inner child, as you reflect on your life, your beliefs, and where those beliefs came from, something is going to be revealed and illuminated, which is then going to give you freedom. Look how beautiful this card is. And we see here these beautiful birds and this owl, which looks just like the owl in this death card, which to me, again, is a message that through this death, whatever this death is for you in your situation, you're going to have an opportunity to experience freedom. It's going to reveal something. Death is all about transformation. So you're transforming energy. You have this energy pattern that maybe you've been carrying a long time, but now's the time to transform it into something else. So one example would be, let's say you want to give up consuming media. And maybe you also want to get in better shape, right? So every time you get tempted to pick up your device and watch media, maybe you stretch or you do some kind of exercise. You replace that habit with a healthy habit, and you start to create new energy patterns, new habits. And as a result, you'll have new beliefs about yourself. You'll see what you are capable of. This is an amazing card because this is a lot to process. And as we all go through this, know that you're not alone. You do have your ancestors, your angels definitely there's a message that your angels are with you, supporting you, comforting you, embracing you at this time as you go through this transformation. As you spend time alone, reflecting and understanding yourself, you're going to be, what's the word? Released. You're going to be freed. You're going to expand. It's beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The freedom that you're going to experience once you realize that you aren't your thoughts, you aren't those energy patterns. It's just something that you've been carrying with you that you can put down at any time. So that's a real important understanding, is to understand when you think something, when you have a thought, that's not you. You're the observer of those thoughts. So you're going to have this huge revelation, which is going to bring you freedom. And once you recover yourself and reclaim who you truly are, then you will begin to shine. And you're going to experience hope. You're going to experience renewal. You're going to experience creativity. You're going to enjoy life. You're going to go back to that inner child, that spiritual child, that creative child, and you're going to enjoy life. How beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. And I see here also this ancient writing on this stone here, these symbols. So again, writing is going to help with this transformation. But also I see that when we heal ourselves, we're not just healing ourselves. We're healing our entire genetic line. Time and space is an illusion. Everything is actually happening at once. So when you heal yourself, you're healing your ancestors too. So for some of you, some of these beliefs and energy patterns, thought patterns that you've been carrying with you that have been a heavy burden go back to, ancestors that you perhaps didn't even know. They were started a long time ago. So you're also going to be healing that as you spend time in meditation, connecting to your higher self and to your inner child. How beautiful. That is a wonderful, wonderful message. I feel a sense of relief coming in for you and a lightening of energy, a raise in vibration as this energy that is not serving you is dispersed. That is beautiful. That is the message that you've received today. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm wishing you the best in recuperation and recovery, regeneration, and transformation. If you enjoyed this reading, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Bye. Hello, pile number 3. You chose Soul's Journey. And this card says, living from soul opens me to the magic that exists when I surrender to divine manifestation on its own terms and timing. As well as the picture jasper. This stone is used to heal and connect to Mother Earth. It's believed to help you receive messages from Mother Earth, and also helps to bring comfort and harmony. So we'll see how this plays into the rest of your message. I'm going to draw first some cards from the Ancestral Path Tarot. And actually, before I do that, I almost forgot. Let me clear your space with these shaman stones. All right. I do pre-shuffle your cards and meditate on your message before I turn the camera on, but I feel this and this one, and this one. I feel like maybe you might need 5 cards. We'll see. I'll hold on to that one if we feel like we need more information. All right, let's see. 4 of Sacred Circles. The Tower. Queen of Sacred Circles. And the Wheel of Fortune. Wow. Very nice. Very nice. All right, let's see what oracle cards you get from the Shamanic Medicine Oracle cards. This one. Actually, I feel this one. And this one. Is that 2? Okay. Oh. You know what? Let's go ahead and go with that one. So that one, it's in the last position, but it's Plant Medicine Truth. All right. We have Middle World, Present, and Medicine Wheel, Continuation. This came out, I believe, in pile 1. East, Emergence, as well as Plant Medicine Truth. All right. Let me go let my dog in. I hear her barking. And take a moment to meditate on what these cards mean together, and I'll be right back. You have first the 4 of Sacred Circles. The 4 of Sacred Circles in this deck is the same as the 4 of Pentacles. Pentacles speaks, of course, of material wealth. It's also the element of earth and resources. It's the physical realm. And it is a stable finance situation. So you're stable right now. You have a good income, but it's also gives the message of a scarcity mindset. So perhaps that you are a stable person, but you're not frivolous with your money, and that's good. But you're also not maybe taking care of yourself because you perceive that as frivolous. And I'm receiving a message that perhaps there is a mindset that you need to hold on to your money rather than invest it. And investing doesn't necessarily mean buying real estate and investing in stocks and IRAs, although it could mean that. We also need to invest in ourselves so that we can keep ourselves healthy and happy on all levels so that we can always be our best self. We have to take care of ourselves and nurture ourselves. And I see that you have an opportunity to release this belief system. The very next card is the Tower. So the Tower is about breaking down the foundation of a belief, breaking down belief systems themselves. It's something that emerges suddenly, so you can have this aha moment. It could also be, for some of you, not very many, a change in career paths. So for example, whatever, maybe you had a seasonal job and it comes to an end, or you have, for whatever reason, the job that you're currently in lets you go. That's okay, because the very next card you have is Queen of Sacred Circles, which is like Queen of Pentacles, and you have East Emergence. So what that tells me is, for those of you who maybe do experience a job loss, you're going to have another source of income to come in to take its space, which will be even better than your current source of income. So you're going from the Four of Circles or Pentacles to the Queen of Circles or Pentacles. But I feel like for most of you, this is just the universe sending you a message that if you release the worry that you have about the future, which is making you hold on to all of your money and not, pamper yourself, like, not all the time, but maybe every once in a while you go and get a massage, which can be very healthy for you. Maybe there's something you've been thinking about, like taking a yoga class or getting a facial, getting a pedicure, little things that are going to nourish your soul. And what that is going to do for you is it's going to open up your energy and allow more prosperity and abundance to flow to you. Because right now, the energy that you have is constricting that flow. You are worried about the future, and perhaps it's based on the past. It may not even be your past. It may be a deeper belief system that goes back generations, but the cards are telling you to come to the present moment and take care of yourself in the present, take care of your needs in the physical realm, and that's going to help increase and amplify your energy, which will attract more abundance to you. You see, we have these 3 cards down here that have all this green, and green, of course, has to do with the heart chakra. It also has to do with wealth. In this circle of stones, it looks very empty. It's complete, it's stable, it's solid, but it looks empty. And in these circles, we see tons of growth, all these leaves, these flowers blossoming, and these ripples of energy radiating out. So it's what the universe is telling you is, if you let go of this belief that you need to hold on to your money and instead you invest it, whether that's investing it in yourself or making wise investments, then you can multiply your money very easily. And I say very easily because you have the Wheel of Fortune on your side. So it's going to work in your favor to do this. It's like it's destined, it's fated for you to increase your wealth. This is very prosperous and a very good reading. We see also the Queen of Sacred Circles, and you see this motherly or grandmotherly figure looking over the baby. And it's talking about nurturing, right? You take care of everybody else's needs before you take care of your own. And so again, this is also reflecting the need for you to take care of yourself. Because let's say that you are the primary provider in your household. If something happens to you, then who's going to provide that, right? So you need to care for yourself. And the other thing that I want to point out to you is this card is called the Medicine Wheel, and this card is called Plant Medicine. And so the cards tell us things with the pictures, the colors, and the words that are on there. And we already talked about the color and the pictures relating to money and the heart chakra, but also the words medicine and medicine says that you need to take care of yourself so that you don't require some kind of medical attention later, because then that's going to be more costly in the long run, not only on your physical health, but also on your finances. So it's better to invest in yourself now. Think of it as preventative medicine. Invest in yourself now. Pamper yourself, nurture yourself, and make sure that you don't have any guilt surrounding that, because again, this is planning for the future. By investing in yourself, you're planning for the future and ensuring that you're going to be able to maintain the ability to provide for yourself and possibly for others. So think of it as a necessity. Just shift your perception on self-care and see that it's actually something that you need and it's beneficial, and in the long run it's going to amplify your ability to attain income, to attain resources, to increase your abundance. So by embracing this shift, letting go of this belief of holding on to what you have and not indulging, and shifting to the belief that it's not an indulgence, but it's actually a necessity of maintenance. It's just like your car, right? If you don't spend money on oil changes and rotating the tires, all that kind of regular maintenance, then it's going to end up costing you more in the end when something breaks down because of the lack of maintenance, and possibly you'll need a new car. So this is, again, just encouraging you to take care of yourself. And what that's going to do is it's going to have this amazing effect on your soul, on your energy. You're going to feel so much better. You're not going to feel tired. You're going to be so much more appreciative of your work because you're taking care of others perhaps, and you're not enjoying the benefits, the rewards that you're earning, which sometimes can also cause resentment towards those that we're caring for. And it's really important to take care of yourself and pamper yourself and nurture yourself. And through that, this greater energy is going to emerge. East emergence is all about new ideas. So it could be that as you go about pampering yourself and maintaining yourself, taking care of yourself, that this whole new side of you emerges and you start to have these other creative ideas of how to multiply your wealth. And it could be something as simple as you go and get a pedicure and the person sitting next to you strikes up a conversation, and in that conversation you come upon some knowledge that you weren't aware of, which then makes you realize, oh, you already work in this field and you could do this other thing that expands your reach, or maybe it's another opportunity. So by going out and doing these things, you're also going to be bringing in new ideas and new opportunities by taking care of yourself. What a beautiful, beautiful message. The message also speaks of timing and manifestation in its own timing. And part of the reason that maybe you're not experiencing this increase is, again, because of these old beliefs that you need to release. And as you do that, the timing is going to shift. We have these moons in this card, the different phases of the moons, and then also in this card, the different phases of the moons. And so what that is saying is that, one, the timing now to take care of yourself is now, so that you don't have to, you're not forced to visit the doctor later because you didn't take care of yourself. And also that act of investing yourself is going to facilitate the wheel of fortune and timing. You know, the fact that we end the reading with the wheel of fortune and the word here, fortune, and then you have this green card with all this growth, says to me that this is fated to you, and fortune is on the horizon. That's what's emerging as a result of breaking down the belief that you need to hold on to all of your resources and not invest in yourself. So invest in yourself, pamper yourself, take care of yourself, get pedicures, massages, go get acupuncture, whatever it is that resonates with you. Make that investment in yourself, and you're going to see a growth not only in your energy and your creative ideas, but also in your resources. And I see your finances increasing as a result of that. I hope you enjoyed this message. That's an amazing message. What a blessing. The universe telling you to pamper yourself, and that as a result, you will be financially rewarded. How beautiful. I hope you enjoyed your message. If you did, please like and subscribe. Thank you. Have an amazing journey. Bye.